Benjamin Netanyahu began the day adopting some of the coronavirus measures he'd announced the night before. Fewer than 10 ministers at the cabinet meeting, the Prime Minister joining by video. He'd received confirmation that his corruption trial, due to start on Tuesday, had been pushed back by the health crisis for more than 2 months. But the decisive moves were brewing at the home of the President, Reuven Rivlin, as he received recommendations for Prime Minister from newly elected factions in Israel's parliament. Netanyahu's Likud is proposing a 6-month emergency unity government with Netanyahu in charge, or a 4-year rotational deal in which he serves for the first 2. Blue and white opposition leader Benny Gantz hasn't ruled out some kind of a deal, which several members of his alliance are reported to favour, but he's also been working on legislation to stop an indicted politician, i.e. Netanyahu, from forming an administration. And Gantz's own hopes of leading a minority government were boosted by the recommendations of all 15 members of the mainly Palestinian-Israeli Joint List grouping.
If Gantz or Netanyahu decide to form a national unity government or an emergency one, we will be the main objectors. If Gantz wants to form a centre-left government, then we will recommend Gantz.
With the support too of Netanyahu's former ally and now bitter rival Avigdor Lieberman, Gantz has 61 recommendations to Netanyahu's 58. That doesn't mean that Benny Gantz will now automatically be able to form a government. There are some in his own party that don't favour a minority administration relying on the outside support of Palestinian-Israeli members of parliament. And there is considerable pressure from many quarters for a national unity government at a time when the country is facing a health and economic crisis. In occupied East Jerusalem, Muslim leaders at the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound closed the mosque and the Dome of the Rock, allowing worshippers to pray only in the courtyards. Across Israel, Sunday was day one of a sweeping new set of restrictions. Entertainment venues shut down, workers told to stay home if they can, new digital tracking authorized to trace and slow contagion.
There's no income, we're worried about rent, we're worried about bills, we don't know what's going to happen.
Late on Sunday, President Rivlin tried to persuade Gantz and Netanyahu to unite in the face of the coronavirus and prevent Israel from going into a 4th election. The president's prescription is clear, but so far the two would-be prime ministers remain divided. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, West Jerusalem.